They want to take me home tonight. It's quite alright. Yeah, she say.
One of the best smelling parking lots in the NFL. The tailgating's over now in Kansas City. It's football time at Arrowhead Stadium here in KC. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go here at Arrowhead. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Short throw caught by the tight end, Gray. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. This one not quite on target. Let him too much. That one falls incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. This caught right side by Worthy. Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 11 yards on the pass then. First down, KC.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Mahomes. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is 3rd down. Now, Mahomes. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I don't care what defensive strategy you apply here on 3rd and real long, Mike, but you have to tackle in space. They almost let this guy pick up enough after the catch to convert a 3rd and real long. Fortunately for them, they brought him down just short. Brings up 4th down.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. First carry for Saquon Barkley. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
That pass play good for 22. 1st down, Philadelphia. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And now he's going to go out of bounds. Do you believe that? A huge mistake and a big loss on the play.
I understand what he's trying to do, Mike. He's thinking, can I extend this play? Can I get out of the pocket and buy some time for my receivers? But on these early downs, that's a ball that just needs to be thrown away.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Forced to his right.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down, straight ahead.
I used to have a coach that in these situations say, we're going to call a play, Mike, that in essence just adds yards to the punt. So it's 3rd and a mile. Pick up as many as you can. If you pop one for the first down, great. But if not, you bring out the punt team, and however many yards you picked up on 3rd down, you add it on top of the punt.
At their own 15-yard line.
A first down throw for Mahomes. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike. Make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. And mark him down up beyond the 30. 16-yard pickup on that one. And the Chiefs have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A handoff to Pacheco. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Quinyon Mitchell up to make the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
So 1 quarter in the books in this rematch of Super Bowl 57. 3-0 is our score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd down and 7. Now, Mahomes. This one is caught by Hollywood Brown. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Throwing is Mahomes. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Keely Ringo. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead. On play action, here's Hurts. And And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
A second down throw for Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
3rd and 2. Here we go. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
So after being unable to pick up the first down on 3rd down, now they have a decision to make. And, Mike, I think we're seeing this play out all across the league. When you cross midfield, you really enter 4-down territory. I think this is a great opportunity to take advantage of the field position, maintain possession, and see if you can get a fresh set of downs.
And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run the toss to Barkley. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And that is into the hands of Goddard. He's got it. And he'll take it on in. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35. Start on the ground with Pacheco. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Mahomes back, hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
At their own 28-yard line.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Second and 11. Here's Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. Saquon Barkley still going. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott on now for the PHI. It's up and good. And the Eagles extend their advantage to 14-3.
Chiefs 3.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Hunt. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Mahomes on 1st down. That's taken in by Kareem Hunt. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. Big play for KC. 33 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
1st down throw, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Taking off, and he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. Third and long. Throwing from the gun. Here's Packer. And he's in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
That's Goddard in motion. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
On second down, Hurts. And that's complete to A.J. Brown. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 20.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Trent McDuffie up from his corner spot there on the tackle.
Brings up second down.
Second and 7. To throw is Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Hurts finding Smith, and an Eagle, first down. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's first and 10. Hurts working in the pistol, exiting the pocket right. Now he takes off, and he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
Well done here by the quarterback, realizing quickly in his progression that there's going to be nowhere to deliver the ball, but there was some space to pick some yards up with his feet. He's able to get out of bounds, picking up some positive yardage to make it a shorter third down attempt.
They'll take the give. Now it's Hurts. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A big mistake. It was first and goal, and it's intercepted. And And the Chiefs are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Mahomes now back near his own goal line.
Mahomes pass to no gain on the play. Brings up second down at the 4-yard line.
So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here is Shipley on the return. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
Taken down at the 33.
That one good for 29.
29 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Once again, it's Barkley. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and inches.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A gain on the play. First down, Eagles.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Man in motion is Smith. Play action. Here's Hurts. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
Now I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half.
Chiefs 10.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. Open man right side is Kelsey. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
A first down throw for Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Mahomes now on second down. That's caught by Hunt. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Chiefs first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. We got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here's a run with Hunt, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
A give here to Pacheco. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
He was brought down by Zach Moore. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Rolling to the left. Taking off, he'll try to the pylon. He's in. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Chiefs. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll start with an option play to the right. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And it'll bring up second down. On the handoff, this is Barkley. He'll push forward for about a yard. Mike Ganna shuts that one down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Dotson, the man in motion. 3rd and short, and Hurts will throw. Open receiver is Dotson. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Now Hurts going to run this one himself. And he'll give himself up after picking up the first down. 13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on 4th down. 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Barkley. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and
9. They'll work just shy of midfield on 2nd and 9. Hurts going to hold on to this one. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
When you're defending Jalen Hurts, Mike, the challenge is not only do you have to try to take away all the weapons at his disposal, but you have to account for him as a runner. And in this case, that's exactly what the offense dials up, and you can see why.
He'll manage only a couple. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. From the 35, here's 2nd and 7. Now Hurts. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. That's the All-Pro 3 years running, Chris Jones. He had a sack in the opener last week. He's got another one here. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Drew Tranquill. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball to start the 2nd quarter as time expires here in the 1st. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Pacheco, he gets the 4th quarter going. Room up the sideline to the 20. And he's out of bounds up close to the 30-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first down, it's Mahomes. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Nolan Smith, he gets into drop in for his first sack of the young season. On 2nd down, Mahomes. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Gonna fire. Deep ball for Rice. And And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. And how about that? 3rd and a mile. And they convert and pick up a first down.
At the 48-yard line.
Now a carry for Hunt. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
It's been a really nice drive they've been able to put together, Mike, and I think the key word is balance. Not having to rely too heavily on either the run or the pass. Continue to mix it up, going back and forth. Keep the defense off balance.
In trouble, and down he goes. Nolan Smith in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and let's see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
This is one of those plays where you got to give them some love after. Let them know it was an outstanding run and all that. Because even though it was a good effort, it's hard not to feel disappointed, Mike, that they somehow weren't able to move the chains.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Off the play fake. Mahomes. A throw on the move is caught. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
The 5-yard line.
What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is 1st down and goal. Here's Pacheco. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down.
Coming into the game, this is something defensively you have to be aware of. This quarterback gets a chance and he sees some daylight. He's going to try to take it in on his own. But not in this case. They were quick to react, stop him short. Now brings up 3rd and goal.
For the lead, here is 3rd and goal. To throw is Mahomes. This hard, and he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, KC. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here is Shipley on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Hurts looking to throw on first down. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. Third down coming up. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
And an Eagle first down.
Off the play fake. Hurts. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it'll be second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. Now it's going to be third down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
On third down, it's Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or two short. The pressure intensifies for fourth down and 3. They'll drop to throw. That's taken in. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. A really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. 14 on the pickup. First down, Philadelphia.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Now Barkley. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up second and 2.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. It just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
So the Eagles will use their first time out here as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to first and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Here comes second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Throwing is Hurts. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down. Here's your timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, as the clock is stopped with 34 seconds to go in this one. Here we go. First and goal. To throw is Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And the tackle is made at about the 6. Second and goal.
Second and goal. At the Chiefs' 6-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead.
Philadelphia.
So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand.
The kick is good. Makes the score Eagles 28, Chiefs 24.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is first and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
A great pass rush is closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
He's going to tuck it and go. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
Third and short. Here's Patrick. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. Awful time to get a penalty. Now first and 15. One last shot now for Mahomes. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They get the victory here away from home to run their early season record to 2-0. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.